There is quite a bit of correspondence over a single topic. Now, earlier you could organize your mail in conversation mode. You can do that. But today, what you can do is, in addition to doing that, you can also have all the sent items shown in one window. So if I just click on this is all the mails with regard to Microsoft training exchange between multiple parties, right? So everything, irrespective of which folder it resides, it could reside in any folder. Irrespective of which folder it resides, everything is given here, right? Let me also show you another conversation. Right, so here's another conversation. Now this is a very long conversation, right? And maybe this can be a very unrelated mail. Now somebody has lost their keys and they are sending a wide mail to everyone, just telling them, if you find my key, please give it to me, right? So there is so much of mails, people reply on top of that, people reply on top of that and say, please remove from the list. That person replies again and say, okay, I will remove you from the list. Again, the whole mail, very unproductive mails are hitting your inbox, right? So here are a couple of things you can do. Under the home tab, you have something called ignore. Now when I click ignore, the whole conversation moves into deleted items. So it's deleted, it's gone. Now not only do you delete it from your immediate order, not only do you delete the existing mails, whatever new mails that hits your inbox with regard to that subject will be automatically deleted so that you don't have to spend time looking at unproductive mail. Right? So that's another interesting feature in terms of really improving our productivity in terms of managing mails. Let's take another thing. So here's let's take another mail. Here's another long mail. Again with very similar content. Now, if you have long conversation, chances are that each mail will be repetitive. So the same content is available in other mails as well. So why do you want to go through each and every mail if the content is the same? So with this option called clean up, what I can do is I can clean up the whole conversation so that I only look at unique mails. Right? So I only look at unique mails. Right, so this is just connect back to the server, look at the mails, and just remove all the redundant mails and have only the unique mails. So this is another feature in Outlook. Let me also show you something else. So let's say my colleague here, Manoj, sends me an email. So let's say activities for Windows 7 launch update, right? I click on this mail, I get in case if I want to know who the person that I'm talking to, here's the picture of that person. Look at this. This is like a blog of whatever mails or whatever correspondence I've exchanged with Manoj. So for an example, if I just want to see only mails, here are all the mails that were sent and received with this particular person. If you want to look at only the attachments, here are the attachments. Or if you just want to see if you want to just see a global view of everything, here's what you see. Now, what you can also do is, so if it's Pugudu, you can also get information about Pugudu. Why I get about Pugudu is because it's in the mail thread. So here's all the information I've exchanged with Pugudu in the recent past, right? Now you can also, later on, we have not launched this yet, I can also connect this with a social networking site. So for an example, if Manoj has a Facebook account, I can connect this to a Facebook account. And whatever activities Manoj does on Facebook will also appear in my Outlook. So I don't need to go to Facebook to actually see the status updates or the activities. I see it in my Outlook itself. Sometimes it might be a good thing, sometimes it might be bad. That depends, right? It depends on the person. Right? Then in Outlook, we've also got something called quick steps. So let's say Janaki has, let's say I want to discuss this plan with Manoj. There are some activity plans around this, right? So around this mail, I need to discuss this with Manoj, right? So what I can do is I can quickly have a reply meeting, and automatically the meeting scheduler comes up with all the corresponding parties in the as meeting invites, and then I also get the content of the email. If it's photo enabled, I also get the people that I'm having a meeting with. Then once the email is open, I also get the suggested times. What do you mean by suggested times is Outlook tells me what time all these people are free at any given time to have this meeting. So I don't need to call them up and find out what time they are free. Outlook will tell me what time all these relevant people are free so that I can schedule the meeting within Outlook itself. Right? And we also do a few things. There are certain mails where we do something called upward delegation. Right? We can't handle it, so we want to send it to our manager. So maybe if this is a mail that I can't handle, what I can do is there's an option called quick steps, and I can just simply forward that to my manager. Automatically my manager's email ID is populated in the toolbox, and I just simply say send. The mail is sent to the manager. And there are also many mails when we get, we send it to another person saying FYI for your information. So here's my So if you want, you can also define a quick step. So for an example, if I go new quick step, I can define a custom quick step. Right? So it's an action. So here is where you get all the actions. So let's say I want to write this message. I want to say important category, which is important. I say finish, right? So I get a mail from this person, I go to quick steps, and I say categorize message, and automatically the message is categorized into it. So I can also define my own quick steps. All this is done to really automate some of the manual activities that we might be doing, right? Just take 5 more minutes and just finish off. So all this I showed you is in the client that is installed in the PC, except for one which I showed you in the web browser. Let me also go back to Office web applications for a bit. So this is the site in which I have all my files. So I've got my SkyDrive in my Windows by email account. Just go to public. This is where I set up all my demos. So let me open up this Excel file. This is to show you something unique. So Sri Lanka was talking about taking technology into the rural areas in our own country. So not only do we bring the best of class technology to Sri Lanka, we also work on making them work in our own native language as well. So here's an Excel sheet created in Office 2010 in Sinhala, but it also works across the cloud in the cloud as well using the web browser interface. So this is a very simple sheet. Let me show you a little bit something a bit more complicated than this. So here's a chart with all this information, and this is actually a pivot table in Sinhala, supported by graphs as well. So if I do make a change, so let's say I do make a change, I want to collapse this, automatically you will see everything gets updated in the chart as well. So this is also possible in Sinhala as well. Before I close out, let me just show you one more thing. So here's a presentation that I created earlier. Let me first close this. I'm just going to open this up. So here's a presentation which I created, but now I'm looking at it in a web browser. So here's the presentation. You can just move through the slides. Right. So here are the slides.